Hello guys, welcome to week number, it's technically week number 9. It's the first week of the playoffs. And we're up against Burn and his Diancie United. And, this could be possibly the last game of the season, but we're trying at least. We're trying. I have lost every single playoffs game that I've been in, but maybe this will be the first one I don't, so that will be pretty great. But anyway, he has such a horrible team to face, and you can already see what I'm bringing, and you already noticed that I'm not bringing Megalopony, because you can double expect he's going to prepare for that thing. So I definitely would, it would be mind-blowing to me if Mew isn't, what's it called, if it isn't a defensive Mew. And we kind of found that we didn't really have a lot of wiggle room to get things on the team. And we stood Primarina's super good against the team. Garchomp is good as a wall breaker. Stunfisk is good for getting up rocks and it hits a lot of things hard generally. Koffing just also helps breaking things down, especially something like Mew. So Steel is there for make them all while. It's there to take hits from Crocodile. It's there to take hits from Mew. And Mark is also there to help with Mew and get chip off on things and such. So and Soft Chick, what's it called, Jolton too. So we had so many things that we needed to get compressed into one team, and Lopunny actually wasn't really the one that... It wouldn't carry the team this week, it wouldn't be a win condition, and there were better role breakers, so we're doing it without it. So first we have Heavy Slime, Earthquake, Red Sleep Talk, Still Stealer. And then Beast Boost, Outspeeds, Shoot Outspeed, what's it called? Mawile? I think Shoot Outspeed Mawile. Unless it's Jolly or something. A Shoot Outspeed, and then he is pretty weak to Earthquake. And combine that with Heavy Slime, we can hit most things pretty solidly. And he cannot switch something like Infernape into it. And we can... we're not taking a life, hopefully, Blitz. Probably not. It's a roll, I believe, but we're not banging on it. But we can dish out some hits, we can threaten some things, we can stay alive. And the same is kind of the idea with Koffing just because it's modest and pretty invested, and then it can take it can either take a knock off from Crook, from Mawile or something, and it can just dish a lot of damage back. And Red Sleep Talk to kind of keep itself alive and help break down his team, because we have a little fish down here who is going to be the thing that should hopefully win us the game. It's Scarf Arena, because it outspeeds everything but Jolteon. Everything but Jolteon and Scarf Infernape. Or, +1 Salamence. It's just... It can win the game, and he doesn't really have to switch into it. He has Tentacruel, and he has, Gastrodon as probably... Or Chandler. Chandler would actually be a nightmare. Please don't bring it. But, we get Psychic for Tentacruel. We get Energy Ball for Gastrodon. So, if we can read a switch in, we can pop him, and it's probably going to be our lead. Would be super sad if he leaves Jolteon, but otherwise we should be pretty good off with it. So that's hopefully our win condition. Then we have Stunfisk, who's helping her get up some rocks, throwing out some discharges, maybe getting a power too. Could be pretty nice. Stopping U-turns from things like Infernape. Maybe Static. Can hit, again, his team is quite weak to ground. So Earth Power does a lot. And if he wants to switch into something like Crook on it, or he wants to switch into something like Gastrodon on it, we can Toxic it and we can get some chip damage off on the way to make things easier for Primarina at the end. Then we have Garchomp, who's also... our little Cuddles, is also here to help break down the team with Substance, because he has a lot of Intimidators. Super annoying, but he doesn't really want to switch into them against Garchomp. And we outspeed a Salamence, and we can set up Substance, and if we predict switch into something again, defensive Mew, then we can set up a substitute, we can click Substance, and we can pretty much pop him with the Dragonium Sea. And kind of get his walls, made non-existent. That is the goal, at least. And then lastly, we have a Special Mark. Is for Mew, Diancie, Jolteon. It is for his special team members with Dark Pulse. Obviously, it does nearly 50% to Mew if it's a physically bulky one. We have Acid Spray to lower defenses, so yeah, you might want to switch in Gastrodon, but then you have to take a Dark Pulse while you're at -1. Not the funnest thing in the world, no. And Flamethrower to, again, hit Mawile. We need to hit more. Also does it so like Crook has a bit harder time to switch in because Asher does a little bit of damage. has a chance to burn, I would not complain. So this is a team, and I will be back when we're about to jump into it. Okay, we are about to jump into it, and I am quite excited to see what he's going to bring. And when I say excited, I also mean quite scared. So let's make this battle begin and zoom out a little bit. And that's my plan. Now he's done, so we will write a quick HF. Boop, boop. But don't have a dog. And that's not too surprising, honestly. Seeing Mew, Infernape, Crocodile. I will change it on the layout in a minute. Tentacruel, Salamence, and Mawile. Not too surprising. I still think the thing is, I don't really have a Crocodile switch in. So I'm still kind of leaning towards, as I did in practice, to lead, he doesn't have Jolteon. Oh my god. Is these them? Is that 6? That's 6. I can count. I learned to count. We can. Tentacruel disappeared. I think I really can't hit. Tentacruel! Where the freak is this Tentacruel? I don't know. This Tentacruel is just gone. This is a mess. Salamence is pretty small, and it's great. I think I will just lead the Primarina as I did, because we have switching from Mew. We don't have switching for Infernape, so that's actually the primary reason. I will see if I can find the Tentacruel, because it's kind of hidden behind there. I should maybe just move Mawile down. We don't need to look at Mawile's head. See, that's nice, kinda. I can't get Salamence now. I will have another layout for the UBL, just saying. It'll be nice. I can't show it because this spell will be up before the actual game that I play for it, and I'll be putting them in. And he leads up with the Crocodile. So what's his switch in? He is Intimidate. Could indicate that he's pretty nice and offensive. He could come Mew because Mew can take hits, but I'm pretty sure that it would be physical. Let's get physical. And if it's physical, that means that Water Move would do a heck of a lot. Especially if I was like modest and, you know, things. So I think I will just... I kind of want to Psychic. Because again, if he goes into Mew, I have switches for it. I want to play frisky. I'm a frisky person. If he doesn't switch out, I'm going to cry. He withdraws. Show me Tentacruel. That sounds like a Tentacruel, if I've ever heard. Nice. Okay, let's see. What kind of Tentacruel is this? It's one that's 2-shot. And I forgot to put the HP bar on. No, it is on. Well... I don't know where it is. Okay. Maybe I moved it? I don't know that I did. Would he switch out? I feel like he would. If I'm going for Psychic Attack, he would either go Krug or Mew. Mew seems like the safest bet. Maybe we just go Muk. Because he can't really do anything to Muk anyway. Yeah, we go Muk. What the Muk is going on? Because he can't switch in Infernape. He can't really switch in Salamence. Crocodile, he doesn't know that I'm Choice Scarfed. Or that I'm choiced. That doesn't really indicate it. It just indicates that I'm not Specs. So he would probably not feel safe into that. He could stay in, and that would be quite annoying. I will not lie. Nice and bigger summon. See, this looks nicer. This looks nicer. It is great. I'm a bit. One of his Scarfed Infernape then to outspeed Lopunny, because I somehow doubt that he would just feel that, you know, defensive Mew should be enough. Because I don't know what it would be. Also, if people could stop sending messages all the time, that would be great. He's in a tricky spot. Please switch out into Mew. He doesn't. Oh damn. He stays in. What does he go for? He goes for Skull. We could have knocked this thing out. He burns me. That doesn't matter too much, though. What's I switching for this thing? Crocodile, I guess. Crocodile, I guess. Which, I mean, I sort of have Celesteela for Crocodile. So I kind of just should just play safe and Dark Pulse, probably. Either that or double out into Primarina again. I think we just double that double pulse. I think we just Dark Pulse. That was I should have just. This time he does switch into what? Into the Crocodile. Could have Flamethrower, could have doubled into Primarina. This time I didn't do it, so now I feel kind of silly. And he shows that he has scored. And that is all that we know. That did like solid, I don't know, 10%. Also, if this screen could not be in front of it, where's Mimok? That's Garchomp, that's Coffee Regis, that's Muk. Crocodile, I would think it's... I would think it would be offensive. No, it's pretty defensive, actually. That's actually pretty defensive. Okay. We go directly into Celesteela, because he probably would set up rocks, I would imagine. Either that or knock off. But if he knocks off, like, it's... We get some damage off of him, he just rocks. He rocks. Okay. He just rocks. And he's a bit bulky. Bulky? And he has rocks. And Tentacruel is like at what, 60%? Does he have a Heavy Slam switch in? No. He doesn't. I mean, he has Tentacruel. He does have Tentacruel. Actually, like 50% of his team is weak to he's not. Is he switching into Salamence on this? I wouldn't think that he is. I think we just go for an EQ. We get some damage off regardless of what he does. I could imagine potentially the Tentacruel. No, he just knocks off. I mean, we get a bit of damage off. Now we can just we can. Every time wouldn't have taken it out either way. He's not going to switch into it now, probably. If I rest, I get up to full, I get down to the same amount of health, so it doesn't really help me. I think we just Heavy Slam. He shows knockoff. And he's like at 35%? I'm so bad at judging percentages, it's not even funny. I'm so bad at it. But I mean, I would love to get the Tentacruel out of the way, and I would love to get the Salamence chip down, because then Primarina just, like, spams Hydro Pump. Get the Mew chip down a bit, too. Would be pretty good. Because we can still probably, we can rest against the Mew. We can probably also rest against Salamence. We can also rest against Tentacruel. We might also be able to do it against Mawile. Okay, he withdraws into what? Hashtag unstable. That's the Mew. Okay, let's see. I would assume that's a bulky one. I would assume it's bulky Mew. That did like 25. Oh, you Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet. This bulk, I would assume, like, just looking at this. With Celesteela against Mew. That did like nothing. Yeah, that's nice and very physically bulky. That was definitely meant for the Lopunny. I think I'll just go for the rest. I kind of want to stay alive. Then we can almost get into Mark afterwards. Kind of is the plan. Like, he could be frisk and go into Inferno, but I don't know that's worth it. He will always. That's fine. I feel pretty a-okay because that gives me a sleep talk. And we can still hit pretty hard. So yeah, he shows the Will-O-Wisp. Will O. Wisp. Wisp. Nikki, she's just shaking her butt out here. Just staying alive. Staying... What's it called? She's just so popular. And she was meant to fly because she's a starship. I mean, I sort of kind of like our positioning. Okay, he switches into what? Into Krug. Okay, fair enough. Getting off a nice little intimidate. If we could get heavy slam, or just EQ, actually just get an attacking move. Just get an attacking move. Please, we got heavy slam. Okay, I don't think it takes it out. It actually does. Oh. That's nice. I mean, it does give him Infernape. KO'd by Celesteela. How important is Stunfisk? Because that's the same nickname I use. Oh, that's fun. Because this thing can definitely take out Celesteela, and I don't want Celesteela gone because Celesteela is literally good against 4 out of his last 5 Pokemon. So we have to switch. We have to switch. Cuddles is super nice if I can get it in, to be honest. I mean, he can just U-turn. Like, Stunfisk is good, but I kind of want to go into it. Because I don't, like... What's my alternative? That's going, like, Primarina. And if he is, like, offensive and Flareblast is actually... Or Close Combat is actually still does, like, 50%. I'm sorry, Stunfisk. Because... It doesn't really take hits from Mawile. It doesn't take EQ from Salamence. It can take scores from... Yeah, because like Mew probably also has EQ for Mach, I could imagine. Like Will-Wisp EQ. So Stunfisk, do your fishy things. And I don't know. Okay, let's go for Unison. Static. Oh my god. Stunfisk, you are too broken. Oh my god, Oh, Stunfisk is too good. It's Parrot. We don't know anything about it. I would think that it could definitely be Scarfed. It must almost be for Lopunny. I mean, it doesn't have to be because Magmar does a lot, but I don't think Magmar takes out a Lopunny. Not from full, at least. So, what are you switching into, Stunfisk, huh? What are you switching into this thing? This beautiful little beast. Because, yeah, you can go Salamence and you resist, but, you know, I can get up my rocks and I can click Discharge. And you risk getting parried because you're not one-shotting me. That's you. Okay. I mean, he is nice and healthy. He's like a 70... Tentacruel. Arena did like 50% to it. I need to like calculate a little bit. I could imagine that it would be specially defensive. No, that's actually mostly physical, I think. That seems actually like a physical one. If we do the same here, like we can do almost like we can do around 40%. Like he can get up T-Spikes, yeah, but I have Mug in the back. I could also get up my rocks. That would actually rocks would actually be nice. Rocks would actually be quite nice. He just goes for the skull. That's fine. We are Stunfisk. We're eating that. And we're getting burned, but it's kind of okay. Because we can still take one. We get up rocks and we can get up a Discharge. Because Discharge doesn't really have a switch in. Discharge does not have a switch in. And what would his switch in even be? Like, it could be Mew, but... Yeah, no, I think we just Discharge. He just spins. Well, that's fine. We're forcing him to spin. That's a crit. And we Discharge. And we almost take him out because that's also a crit, and that's also bad. I was prepared to sack out Stunfisk, and Stunfisk is just like Stunfisk is doing the work. And he's just going to sack this thing now. Like, there's no reason to predict that. There is no reason to predict. We just click Rocks? Or discharge? Rocks, I think. Because it would be super nice for... It chips down the... Oh, he's paralyzed. That's being lucky. Now Stunfisk is just... Stunfisk is taking all the luck. But he still outspeeds me. He does still outspeed me. So it's kind of like... This is actually kind of a losing battle. With having these rocks up. Because he's not... I'm taking damage. He's not. Like I'm basically not taking damage. I'm taking... I'm only taking... Rapid Spin. But he can just keep on rapid spinning, and we never get anywhere. So probably just discharge. I mean, 25% that he's paralyzed again? He's not. Okay, that's fair enough. It would not be fun to have to bank on him getting paralyzed all the time, so we just take him out. And that does... Okay, Stunfisk getting its first kill. Stunfisk. So we have Stunfisk and Krug gone. We have Stunfisk and Krug. No, not Stunfisk and Krug. Tentacruel and Krug. Still have Stunfisk. I mean, Stunfisk doesn't really do anything now, but it actually did a lot more than I expected it to do. That's kind of the thing. I was sagging it, and it just said no. Okay, Salamence gets in. You could want to D-dance. You could definitely want to D-dance. I just charge. I imagine. I could also toxic, but I don't know. Yeah, he D-dances, so that's kind of... It's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. It's neutral. I have nothing to say. Other than I don't know how, but this Stunfisk is just staying alive. Somehow, it's just... he's not having the best luck in the world. That means he's still slower than Garchomp, unless he D-dances again. Is he still slower then? I mean, I think I still just discharge because I still do a decent chunk. Like, he still goes down to under 50%. He just EQs. Okay, so he takes me out. Okay, Stunfisk. It's Moxie. I should have noticed that. But I mean, he's slower than Garchomp, so I have Garchomp. So yeah, I have Garchomp. So he's Parrot. He has EQ. Worst thing is, I kind of feel like I have to attack him, because what is he saving this thing for? Also, Stunfisk went down. I should probably remove it. If he goes into Mawile, I don't know that he gets anything out of it. How much does Mew take from a C move when he's defensive? Like just neutral C move, nothing. Bloody nothing. This can't be right. There's something wrong with this calc. Like, Mew does not take 20% from C move. I refuse to believe that. Yeah, okay, thank you. I was about to say, if that's true, I would cry. He does take over 50%, so I think that's just... I think that's just what we do. To kind of try and be safe. Like, he might sag it, but I don't really want to be locked in. So we get to take out this element. Okay. By Chomp. Okay. So yeah, he sags this thing. Understandable, it is paralyzed. And Stunfisk kind of ran over his team. I don't know how Stunfisk ended up being the MVP, but it just happened. It just happened. He had the berry. Thank God I went for the C move. He was seeing that happening. Oh my god, no. He goes into Mew. I feel like I swap and just like kind of scouts what he wants to do. think we just do that, because in case he wants to burn us, because we cannot take this thing out in one shot. That's kind of... He just roosts. Okay, that's fine. He has to try and break us up now. Which, if he has EQ, he doesn't. If he doesn't have any attack... Oh no, this is a bold Mew. If he has EQ, it's a very, very low roll that he does. So I just think I saw stance, because we outspeed everything but Fernape. Could have hidden Power Ice. But I'm kind of willing to take the chance at this point. Okay, he has Ice Beam. He has Ice Beam. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is one way to break a substitute on a Garchomp, if I ever saw one. Okay, we don't have the C move, but we are at +2. So we can do over 70%. Do we want to stay in, or do we want to switch? Primarina doesn't really two-shot it though. But he hasn't really shown the best way to hit me, to be honest. Could also go Steal, but Steal doesn't really help me. How much does Coffee Regis take? He's defensive. Ice Beam. That's like 20% and we do like over 50 back. We could go Coffee Regis because it's not that important for the matchup otherwise. I mean, it's nice because it's immune to the... I mean, I could have said Gotcha, but it's super nice to have against the Mawile. Okay. We just click Shadow Ball. Right? Or we click Rest. I think we just click Shadow Ball. We just need this thing chipped down to the point that Primarina can just... Okay, he switches out, so we could have clicked Rest, but it's okay. Because Infernape has to take a Shadow Ball, which should do a nice chunk. Because we are modest, that does over 50%. That did a lot. That's not a bulky Infernape. It still does outspeed though, and I'm pretty sure that a... Flappus does not pop my life if he's scarfed. What do you want to do to me? And I'm not quite sure. He Flame Frost, that doesn't take me out. I mean, it does a lot, but it doesn't take me out, and he's dead by the Kofak. KO'd by Kofak. Okay. So I will say he is in a bit of a pretty tough spot. Have to keep Garchomp healthy for the Mawile though. But like any one of those two can revenge Kofak now, so that's pretty. It is what it is. Matilda, that's a Mawile. We could transit up with it. Can't really do much about it. I just get the damage off so that Primarina can revenge it. It's the goal. So we get to see Mega Mawile, and Crook is gone. Oh no, not Crook. Crook's been gone for quite a while. Infernape is gone. Okay, he just goes for the Blade Rough. Oh! I think he forgot that. Hey, O's. Kofak. He doesn't have huge power. He does not have huge power. He is just a Mega Mawile with no power. You lose your ability. You don't have an. I mean, you have Mummy. I can just go Garchomp and I can just click EQ. I can literally go Garchomp and I can just click EQ. Like, yeah, you can switch in, but it doesn't have fun switching in. I think we just attack. He would draw. So I could have set up a sub. That would have been very nice. But we get an EQ off. He kind of has to Ice Beam. He kind of has to Ice Beam. How much does Sucker Punch do? That did like a 30%-ish. Sucker Punch, if he has huge power. That's like almost 50%. So I can't really take damage if I want to be able to live that. Can't really take damage. That did around like 30. That seems about right. Yeah. This is pretty bulky and a low roll, but I don't want to stay in. I don't want to stay in. I want to keep this thing, so I'm going into Celesteela because, again, like, he can soft boil. No, roost. He can, like, roost. Yeah, and he does. But, I mean, he can't really do anything to Celesteela. So we just click, how long have we only been asleep for one turn? So we just click, we click Sleep Talk. And it began raining. Oh my god, that's smart. Sorry about that, my brother just barged in. He became a steel flying type and I'm going into Mark because I don't really know what to do about this. But at least we can hit it. Mew as a steel type. Oh my gosh. He Ice Beams. Okay, he props up Barry though. That's nice. That's nice. How much speed do I have on this Mark? I feel like... how much speed do I have on my Merc? If we would say Mawile... And we say... level 50 preferably? I have no speed, so he would be faster. I am at 137. So play rough is a roll. It will definitely not be a roll after he gets in again. I'm flamethrowing though, because he's a steel type. I have to. So he's going into Mawile on a flamethrower. Because he obviously doesn't know that I have it, but I do. So we get to do a chunk. And his Mew's no longer steel type, so that's pretty good too. Okay, that's almost 50%. I feel like I keep Mark because it's good against a Mew. And he's getting worn down, right? He did take some damage. I don't remember if he takes damage. He can't take out Primarina though. So basically I just kind of need Primarina in for free. To like finish this game like relatively fast. Like relatively fast. So Bob's coming back. Nicki Minaj is hitting the field again. And we see. And we wait. And he play roughs. Okay. That's a decent chunk. Are we resting again? Are we resting again? Or are we just EQing? I wish I noticed if Mew had any damage. Let's... If he goes to Mew, like, it's just the same play around again. So I think I just rest, honestly. Like, it doesn't seem to... Unless he has Sword Stance, but he doesn't really seem to be able to hit me. Not really. He has Thunder Punch. Okay. That's interesting. That does a lot. Holy damn! Well, talk about having regrets. Oh, okay. He can just Sucker Punch me now, basically. Okay, he switches into Mew. So he's like at what? 15%? He's at 15%. Could we get an attacking move? That would be great. Heavy Slam. Okay. Best case scenario. So the damage was still alive. That's a bit more unfortunate, but we just Sleep Talk again. Because I'm kind of okay with letting Celesteela go down at this point. He just roosts. So I'm getting to take myself up, but I might get a little bit of damage off of him first. Maybe? Mayhaps? Mayhaps. Use rest. Awesome. So we just click rest again and he takes us out, probably. Yeah, he just Ice Beams. I could have predicted it, but it's not really worth the 2 HP. Okay, Celesteela. Okay. He's at 50%. I go Mach. Right? I don't really have to switch into Mawile though. How much... Mach is down. Primarina? Against Mew. He's only shown Ice Beam. And that does nothing, and Hydro Pump does a lot, so I think we should just go Primarina, because he cannot switch into it. He cannot switch into it, and even like if we only get him somewhat down, like we still... It might make it so that Garchomp can kind of finish it up. Kinda, because Garchomp should live a Sucker Punch. It should live a Sucker Punch. We just need to land. We just need to land 3 Hydro Pumps and it's fine. Potentially 4. But definitely 3. You know, last week it went pretty well. Okay, so we Hydro Pump and we miss. He Willows. Okay. Could be worse. He can just Roost on me though. Which I think he might do, so I'm actually going to go into Mach. Because I think he's going to go for a Roost, because I think he wants to stall all my Hydro Pumps. Might be a bit rash. But I could see it happening. It was going so well, and then this Mew just comes in and it just Reflect Taps and it just ruins everything. So cheers. So just cheers. Garchomp is good though. If I can just get this Mew down to like 35-ish%. He Reflect Taps, so he becomes a Dark Poison type. Okay. Does he stay in? I feel like he's not winning it if he only has, because he hasn't shown his last move. Like he has Roost, Reflect Tap. I don't think he's shown the last one. I think we just Flamethrower. I don't know, like the Mawile is such low health that I don't know that he would keep it. Because I definitely think like Mew is his way to kind of stay alive. And it does force Primarina into... Okay, he just stays in an Ice Beams actually. Do I live another one? I think so? I think we just recycle. He just Ice Beams. Okay. Please live. Okay, we do. We recycle. We recycle. Pretty clutch, 13 HP. Primarina can log itself into Moonblast though. And win the game like that. Do I just keep Flamethrowing? Like Flamethrower, recycle. I'm not really getting anywhere with it, but he's not either, so... He does withdraw, so he... Maybe he predicted me to do it again. He is... Oh, he was over 50%. I don't know why I said he was 15. I mean, he's like 6 now. So that's something. I think we just stay in and we just click 3 and 4 again. I don't think it matters at this point. Don't think it matters at this point. Because I think Primarina just comes in and it just clicks... Primarina just comes in and clicks, what's it called? Moonblast. KOs. Mobile. Or Garchomp comes in and clicks EQ, but He can switch into Mew on that though. How much does Sucker Punch do to Primarina from Mobile? Because again, he might have it. I don't know if he does. It does a bit, but not a whole lot. So I think we do that and we just click Moonblast. Hopefully 4 times. And kind of take it from there. Maybe? I don't know. Mug is down. I forgot to remove Mug. Okay. Game, could you please not lag? Thank you. We click Moonblast. We click Moonblast. He either lets Mowai go down or he takes a huge risk with Mew. So I think he should... I think he would sack it. Yeah, he sacks it. And he doesn't have Sucker Punch, so that's fine. KO'd by Primarina. Cool. So now it's just a Mew. The bloody Mew. I think I need to keep it low. I would just like to keep it under 35%, basically. Basically all that I want, like... And I haven't kept count of the roos. I think he's used like 4 or something. We just click Moonblast. We just spam it and hope for the best. Does a decent young, that's pretty lucky. He just keeps on roosting. But I have more I just assume that he's used 4 now. I don't know. How many sorts of burn does this take? I don't know. He just keeps on roosting. Which is smart. It is what he should do. If I Moonblast and he attacks me, then I Moonblast again, then he actually has a chance to be taken out. I think I try and go Garchomp. And he predicts it, okay. That was stupid. I'm pretty sure I just lost. I have to go Hydro Pump. And he has to not Reflect type. And I have to not miss, which I do. So that's pretty great. I'm literally getting stalled out by Mew. I'm so sad. It's the best way to lose. Oh my god, we hit a Hydro Pump. That's great. He Reflect types. So he's a Water type now. Oh, he's a Water type. Does he live now, though? I'm not sure that he does. Even if he's a Water type. He might. Why am I scarfed? It's kind of a roll, but it's in his favor. If I even land it. Honestly, I think our run is pretty close to over. That wasn't even a crit. Okay, Primarina just saved the bloody day. I did not expect that. And that got way too close for comfort. Oh my god. Oh, we somehow broke the curse and we're in the final. So I will see you guys for another week of this thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep cool. Bye.